Please don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. Also click the notification bell for more Valorant highlights.
But I do think there's one thing of being prepared for a team.
You better love me again.
He wants to stream for you guys. He's still researching at the same time as it. So I don't doubt that he is very well prepared for this roster, but I do think there's one thing of being over a map takeover around, similarly to what we see from Angel, but ignoring the sort of like, the in-game leader side of things. Just his individual ability is off the chains. And well, this round was almost squeaky clean. Russ just taking fight after fight, making it look very easy.
Yeah, I mean, we just got our Spectres here.
Plays such a big part going into this next round. It only really mattered if they were broken here, so I don't expect to see much of an investment at all. Scream does very well here. Like, even though a lot of this is just wasting time, the fact that he's able to hold them back for such a ridiculous amount, and by the time they actually get onto that defuse, it's almost too little too late. So
Round of C coming in with the gravity well, but that all doesn't matter. Cryptic's on his own, sees the garage players, and this is where one smoke coming in, a single one by Link.
Can they make this any more costly? Even a death here will bring the hunter.
Less than a second. Unbelievable, really. I mean, they were trading diffuser and diffuser and diffuser again and again. Cryptics. You know, it's not a trying, he was
close clutch. The second they try and switch up their afterplants a little bit, getting a little bit more aggressive here. And then in this round in particular, they have the divide just to basically go, okay, you've changed up your plant spot, we're going to make it even more difficult.
Usually lose, right? This one right here. That's not the Scream kind of play. This is not something you would
see either. I'll give you an option. Either it's a conspiracy against all of your predictions, or when it comes to the defense. But at the same time, I am starting to get a little bit worried for Liquid. Bear in mind, this is the scan them while they're in the corner, and then they have a shock dart, like, just to try and get in the ultimate. I didn't catch whether he already had it online, but
towards a phenomenal victory on not even their own map pick. Is so unfortunate, really, so unfortunate.
Yeah, well, we've spoken about Zip.
An absolute maniac so far, really. The Grim Reaper with the Liquid logo right now on his chest. He's knocking at the door. Can I come in, guys? Because this is where he takes them out one after another. And this was the thing, right?
Having a worldy of a game as well. Like, it's obviously overshadowed by the fact that, well, Russ is playing incredibly well, but also the scoreline doesn't really sing his true praises. But not only managing to clutch this out, getting it to half. Seekers, they're expended. They need it here. They need it now. Link, he'll at least be able to find one. A second as well. It would need to be an ace for him to close this out, and he's brought it back to 3. The fact is, though, the time almost seems to be gone. He doesn't know where the remaining couple of players. I do wonder if the reason they actually have just watched Scream instantly purchase once again. So, interesting. It seems like they really do want to try and catch them out with some audacious economy. DLL on 6,900 credits. Like, it's not.
BBL back into the place where they want to be. Find Soulcast as well. And this is where the Turkish Jet could show his masterclass, but not against Scream.
It's just, look at them. Like, all of them are almost lucky that, again, they just decide to group up as the remaining 2 players to swiftly hit 2 with the knives. It's pretty damn difficult. So
it's been a while that I didn't hear a cynical comment from you. I'm just waiting for it, but I'll love him. I'll give you that. In the meantime, what are definitely very useful ones right now used, that's making it a lot harder right now. It's just so absurd, but it's not enough. And, you know, this is where I thought, yeah, the defense, look at that. This is where I thought the defense could work out just fine, but right now something where I'm so happy to watch the headshot machine go on and on and on. That's fairly true, because when we take a look once more at the numbers, it's weak. You know, some might even say they looked dreadful right there on Heaven. But as it was would expect from them, and the kind of control they were taking actively over there on A long, they really wanted to rifle away right now as he has his ult ready, his daggers sharp as ever. And
And they also had players in the right position. So the fact that they deal with that quite diligently, that's good to see, especially going into the attack side of the map. That could... Link's going to love you for that. I have spotted the Hunter's Fury. I do wonder why the players on the flank didn't just run. Because either, sure, maybe you die, but then the lockdown's going to catch the remaining players. So you actually have a very good chance of will deny you the retake. And part of it comes down to the utility, but also just these aggressive angles that Scream is taking. He's getting...
before we might head onto Binds. I'm very excited if we go onto the third map, very honestly, but it's not done. This chapter is not entirely closed. Just now to make a difference. Though the Turkish side fairly wounded, they find still a few frags left, right. Must be a good feeling to start that way. Cryptics. Like you said, world premiere. Let me look. Oh no, it's just Narnia there, I'm sorry. To be honest, Cryptics, I understand why he was swinging that wide, because, you know, if it's last...
Stuff from aim DLL. He's someone we actually talk about in sort of comparisons earlier in the day, where it's like a lot of the time he is going to be making fairly aggressive plays for T because he's on the side. There's no way he can be setting up. We've just killed the Viper and then a Molotov lands from Brimstone instead. They've got so much utility, so much counterplay. You know as well that I think he still had the orbital strike available to set up in afterplants. So the chance of them winning that round was so slim that I think committing the showstopper would have been a fairly big risk, but for now, at least, they do a little bit of extra few. Yeah, it's just not worth it. I like the resurgence, though. Like, Soulcast does very well to... because you hear all the damage that was done by the flames. You hear, like, as they walk across. They take themselves another round. There is a world where Russ manages to turn this.
It's so amazing how he just poisons them away, really. It is the toxic, and it is the poison.
Like, without him holding off their rotations, I don't see a chance of them winning this. Because this is just the shotgun buy. But, yeah, this almost now puts into doubt the entire... and is losing by 5 rounds. It shows how close some of the rounds have been, but also shows that the afterplants that we were seeing in the last half just made things so awkward for them to pull anything off in the read.
Be methodical. Cryptics had one snake bite left, had the right kind of idea. Maybe I think I heard a step, and you got a peek. Europe versus Europe.
Yeah, let's wait for the fat lady to sing, all right? I haven't got my wig on yet, but yeah, I did plan. Now Soulcast is not only going to slow them, but he also, I was going to say, has the info.
Link, so you can thank him, as Soulcast just might make the difference. The triple is in for him. The quad just might come next, and that is